Well, howdy. Well, a feller by the name of Snapper, or at least his nickname is Snapper, said I ought to do a video about this, so here it is. Back in the early part of the 19th century, a fellow by the name of Samuel Colt started a company called the Colt Firearms Company in Paterson, New Jersey. I think it's New Jersey. And he made a thing called the Paterson Colt in many, many different varieties and models. He made carbines, he made pocket pistols, he made horse pistols. They didn't sell as well as he'd hoped, and he went bankrupt. Well, he went home and thinking, you know, I got a patent on this, but ain't nobody interested. Well, one person was. A fellow who'd used one in the Seminole Wars by the name of Sam Walker came and found Colt and said, hey, can you make me some like that? Only make them big. Make them so big that I can hang them off the saddle of my horse and have a couple of them and just blow the crap out of Indians I'm fighting. Well, this is what he came up with in 1847. This is the Colt Walker. Well, the Walker, it was a success in that Colt sold 1,000 of these to the Army and took that money, and with it, that was the seed money he had, plus the tooling to make these, which was in the Whitneyville Armory. And he went and started his own company and started tooling up to make some more, because this one had some problems. It's too big, it's too heavy, and it was made of iron and would blow up. But it was enough seed capital to get him going. He modified this into this. This is the 1849 Dragoon. And the Dragoon, by the way, I have this one out here just basically for size comparison. The same year he started this one, he sold this one. This is an 1849 Wells Fargo pocket pistol. These are both in 44. This is in 31. Now that I've done the size comparison, I'll get rid of it. It's easy to get rid of. This is a second model. And the way you can tell is the rounded cylinder stops on the cylinder. Let me put it here. See those things? They're rounded. And the other thing is a square notch trigger guard. The originals, well, were just like this in some respects, but I think the loading gate was a little different. Or the way this loader bar was held in place. The Walker, invariably, every one of them, this comes down, except this one. Eventually, this little hinge that holds it in place, that spring will get loose, and they sort of fall apart. So when you're shooting, I mean, it's a thing. Either you have a piece of leather around it, or it does that after a shot, and you do that. Take another shot, and do that. And it's just time and time again. That's what you got to do. This, he simplified it with this little catch on the front here. That on this one is a little hard to get loose, but you can see it latches in up here, and that's a little better system. By the time he came around to the Navy, the Colt Navy and the Colt Armies, he used a totally different latching system up here. Anyway, that's my Dragoon. Colt Dragoon. 30 grains of black powder. No ball. I'm just using a blank.